Hey guys, Chris here from Touring on Two Wheels 718. Welcome back to our channel. Would first like to thank all my viewers and subscribers for checking out my videos on my 2023 CVO Road Glide and Whiskey Neat. Really enjoying the bike so far. But today I wanted to do a video on Sturgis 2024. Is it too early to start planning for it? Let's get into that. So going to Sturgis, if you're into motorcycles, really no matter what you ride, you could say there's a lot of Harleys and Indians that go to this event. I was surprised when I went the first time how many Indians I saw there, and trikes as well. Saw a lot of those over there. And going over there, if you've never been, especially if you're a first time attendee, there's a lot that goes into planning on going. And I think we should get into that today. It's only 10 months away. The rally starts on August 2nd and goes through August 11th. And it being the 84th rally, I think a lot of people are going to go. Last year I didn't make it there, unfortunately, but after seeing how much rain they got there, I want to say it was the most rain they had there in 25 years. So, I feel bad for the people that did go there and, dealt with all that rain. But I am kind of glad I missed out on that one because last year when we went, we really had no rain. Actually, I'm sorry, the year before, we had very little rain, if any. There's a lot to think about if you're going to go. If you're going to go, you need to first think about who you're going with. Are you going with your riding friends? Are you going by yourself? Are you going with your significant other? There's a lot of things to take into consideration. How long are you going for? It's 10 months away and you need to figure out, how much time you're going to take off from work. If you're going to ride there, if you're going to trailer there, are you going to fly there? The airport over there is not a huge airport. And there's not a lot of direct flights. A lot of times you have to get a connecting flight. So it's a lot of people start planning way in advance for this rally. It's by far the best rally. I haven't been to all of them. I've been to, a few, but if you want to ride and experience what a real motorcycle rally is, to see so many people, with the same mindset, like-minded, there is no better than Sturgis, the truth be told. Another thing you need to consider is if you are going to take your bike, there are rentals that you can do. I will say going there with your bike, the bike that you have put so much time and effort into, it's a little different experience. I'm sure if you rent the bike, I had some friends that rented bikes too and they had a great time. Don't want to take anything away from that, but there's something to be said of, riding through the Badlands or, the monuments, to see that on your American V-twin. It's amazing. It's definitely a bucket list. If you've never done it, I highly recommend that you do it. You need to figure out if you're going to go, are you going to stay in a hotel? There's that. Where are you staying? There's, a few areas right outside of Sturgis. Are you going to stay in Sturgis? There's Lead, Spearfish Canyon, Deadwood. There's a few other areas, that you can consider staying, because anything the closest to Sturgis fills up really fast. You could also maybe do an Airbnb. That's also an option. There's the campgrounds. I'm not going to go through all of them, but definitely the most popular, and it's, like a city all on its own. And the biggest party that they say in Sturgis would be the Buffalo Chip. Last time when we went, we did go and visit it for the first time, and it is overwhelming. There's something to be said about that place. There's a lot going on there. So you also got to figure out, if you are going to ride, how long are you budgeting to get there? Are you going to encounter any weather going there? So, if you're going to ride, I would probably budget an extra day for riding, just because you don't know what you're going to encounter going there. And the same thing going back. Another opportunity that a lot of people have taken advantage of would be to shipping their bikes down there and flying and meeting their bikes there. That could be something else, and maybe riding the bike back. That could be also something. Um, Another thing that people do is they'll fly to, like maybe, a few states away, rent the bike and ride a portion of the trip as well. That could be something also. So I don't think it's ever too early to start planning for, a trip like that, because it's really, it's the best riding that you're going to do in anywhere in that part of the country. I'd like to say it's something you really have to see and experience if you're a Harley Davidson or, any kind of motorcycle enthusiast. It's really, I had two great experiences there. We're definitely planning to go back. That's why, I said, let me do this video, because the conversation already came up between me and my friends about us going next year, and, where were we going to stay, how long we were going for, who's coming with you. I can tell you the first time when we, were planning this trip, there were 6 of us that said, oh yeah, rah, rah, we're going to Sturgis, and only 3 of us ended up going. It's a big commitment. We all have lives going on, families and stuff. So, you're going to say, 7 months before, yeah, I'm going to Sturgis. And then when it comes time to do it, people that's, in some of the busiest vacation times, and people are going to, go with their families, and, plans change. So, definitely, think about, if you are going to take your bike, we're going into the winter now. Maybe there's some things you want to do to your bike to get it ready for the trip. This is a good opportunity, because, if you've never done that amount of riding, how many miles are you going to do, in one day? At the most, you're going to get two and change out of a tank of gas, so you got to, factor that in as well, and how long you're going to ride. So definitely something that you should consider if you are going to the further out that you plan the trip. I think the better the trip's going to come out, and who's all going. The group of people that you go with is important too, because if you've just ridden with your friends on day trips around, now depending where you're going from, the other side of the country, for us, it was 1,800 miles each way. These are people you want to make sure that you get along with and that are easygoing, and there's not a ton of personalities and, who wants to do this, who wants to go where. But I can tell you, just based off of our experience, we woke up really early. Like as soon as the sun came up, we got out, we went riding. We were on the road, for the whole first part of the day, because it wasn't that hot. Actually, the last time when we went, when we left in the morning, I remember it was like a little chill in there. It was actually really, really nice. So you don't want to, just get up, in the middle of the day and then start riding, because you're going to be sitting in traffic out there. A lot of people show up. You could say that the rally starts, 2 weeks before, really, and probably ends another week after. There's the pre-rally, and then people hang around after the rally. So there's a lot going on. And there's a lot of different things. Some people go there to do the party scene. Some people just go there to ride. Whatever it is that you want to do, you're going to find it there.